I wanted to just take a couple of minutes to introduce you guys to the man I met and fell in love with 32 years ago at 22 years of age. I came up, you know, I went to high school and University of Hawaii and then graduated from San Diego State, you know, in the 70s, 60s, 70s when, you know, we were kind of in a different era back then. All the guys were, you know, pretty much in the hippie era and laid back and all that. And my kids laugh when I say this, but I had definitely decided I did not want to build a life with a man who liked to sit around rolling doobies. And it was pretty much what was going on with my age group at the time. And I always wanted more out of life. And so I came up right out of college to take a job on the oil pipeline, and I was the recreation director at Glen Allen Camp. And then when the pipeline construction ended, I moved to Valdez to be the director of Parks and Recreation. One of the first people I met was Bill, and there was something just decidedly different about Bill from all the other, not only guys, but you know, just people of our generation. You know, obviously kind of led a little rural Alaskan life, born in Fairbanks, and grew up in Delta Junction, and in Valdez, and you know, in an era where they had no TV and you know, really hard existence. Bill's worked his entire life since he was probably 8, 9, 10 years old. I think he was driving construction vehicles at 11, 12 years old. And just to hear his story, when I met him, he was already at 24, 25 years old, a community leader. A month after we were married, he was elected to the Valdez City Council, and the next year he was mayor at the age of 27. So he's just worked really, really hard for everything. And so it was no surprise when we started planning for the campaign that we drug out a trunk of his mom and dad's and kind of went through a lot of old pictures. And the first time, I don't think Bill had seen them since he wrote them, but a bunch of letters that Bill had written when he was, you know, 10, 11, 12 years old. And I just wanted to share part of one with you. He wrote on July 25th, 1963, at age 12, and he was writing to his sister, Sue, who was in Fairbanks, I think, at the time. And so this is just part of it, but he said, "Dear Sue, we got your letter today. Dad, Bob, and I just got back from work, 9 p.m. The walls are up, trusses are up, and it is partly sheeted with 3/8-inch plywood. Yesterday, I dog sat a dog that looked exactly like Blackie. Tomorrow, I'm going to take care of a Chihuahua." I'm not so good on the spelling, C-H-A-W-A-W-A. "Tomorrow, I mow a lady's lawn. Also, I have a job washing the bus that takes the tourists to the dock. I scrub it inside and out every night after work." And this is how a 12-year-old boy was spending his summer. And that's just the story of Bill. He has worked hard every day of the 32 years that I've known him. The other thing that stood out again for me at the time was how much he loved his community and his state. When I first met Bill, he was already talking about when this pipeline construction's over, the next thing is the gas line. And he has worked for over 3 decades to bring this gas line to Alaska. And you guys who are friends of the family, who have been around him when he's knocking out walls and putting up decks and carrying storage buildings, and yet you guys as his crew, you know nobody works harder than Bill. And I can just say, if Alaska is so lucky to have Bill as their governor, he will fight for you, he will fight for you, he will fight for you.